Hey guys, Dave here. I felt compelled to make this video. It's going to be talking about the last episode of Season 1 of The Flash. So if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, stop watching now. For those of you that are watching this right now, hopefully I can explain something that people have been blowing up message boards, checking out forum sites, all kind of things trying to explain. You see, in the final episode of Season 1, Eddie Thawne, the ancestor of Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, killed himself, and this seemed to have wiped Eobard, Reverse Flash, from the face of reality. But this raises a lot of questions. Now wait a minute. If Eddie killed himself, so Eobard was never born, then does that mean that Eobard never went back in time to affect the Flash or to affect this timeline? What happened? And trust me, I see a lot of pages on Facebook and a lot of forums that are talking about this, and people keep asking the same questions, just saying that just go with it, go with it. I'm going to try to explain what I refer to as the Reverse-Flashpoint Paradox. When people ask, well, if Eobard's dead or never existed, then shouldn't everything be switched back? The simple answer, normally yes, but there's a big catch. Allow me to explain. Okay, I'm going to go in stages here. The original timeline, let's say back down here, this is, ground zero, timeline prime, if you were. This is the one where the accelerator didn't go online until the year 2020, according to Eobard, and it didn't explode in 2014 like eventually did with what we know of. This means the Flash, a bunch of other heroes did exist, and the future from that original timeline is where Eobard came back in time and killed Nora Allen. Now when this happened, this created a new alternate timeline. This is what I call the current show timeline. Okay? CST right here. This is the one where Barry had his accident in 2014 when metahumans happened and everything. This is because Eobard Thawne took the place of Harrison Wells. And because he changed things in the past, then it became a whole new procession of what happened. Alright, that's been this timeline that the entire shows, including Arrow and the Flash together, have been working on. Now, here's where it gets weird. When Eddie killed himself to take out Eobard, yes, it should have created a brand new alternate timeline. This is the one up here. This is where none of that happened, and normally one alternate reality paradox would fill in another. However, that was already on an alternate timeline, current show timeline reality. So, normally it would try to go from the alternate with no Eobard to the original, where everything should have snapped back. However, it didn't. Because of alternate realities and things, there are certain things within a certain frequency of one another that tries to fill in the gaps if something's missing or a weak spot. These are where we get portals or wormholes, things like that. We have two alternate timelines, the original and the new alternate, and in the center of it is the current show timeline. The original and alternate hit each other and canceled them out. Two forces, equal but opposite, equals zero. That's what I believe happened. The alternate reality where Eobard never existed canceled out the original timeline reality where the accelerator didn't go online until 2020. So all that's left is the current show timeline. Now, I'm not saying that nothing happened because a wormhole already was opened, weakening time and space. Now, other realities and stuff like that are very interesting. One concept of power that people are actually looking at right now is something called zero-point energy. You know how you take a plunger, you stick it onto something, and you've created a vacuum, and it's really hard to pull off? Well, nature hates a vacuum. What you're actually feeling is the air pressure trying to rush in to fill that void and to remove the vacuum. It doesn't happen until the seal's broken, or you may have enough force to pull it apart. Zero-point energy is kind of like that, only it creates a type of zero point or vacuum that allows energy from the universe to come to try to fill it in. And that's where you get the rush of it. Now, what I believe happened is when these two alternate timelines cancel each other out, but you left the current show timeline, it did weaken the fabric of reality so that another close-by alternate reality came and filled in the void. That is the bridge between current show reality, or Earth 1, and Earth 2. That's where Jay Garrick's the Flash. That's where we're going to be getting Atom Smasher from. So, hopefully I've explained it. Basically, two different realities cancel each other out, so you're with the current show timeline reality. Or, if you're looking for a much simpler answer, fabulous secret plot lines were revealed the day the show writers of The Flash held aloft their magic pen and said, "By the power of Deus Ex Machina, I have the story!" I know, a little simplistic, but that's what I think's going on. Two different realities cancel each other out, and you've got the current timeline that's the reality of the Flash and Arrow current universe. It weakened reality enough for Earth 2 to pop in. And that's where we're going to start to see more of the multiverse crossing over. Hopefully I've explained it in a simplistic way. Please, what do you guys think? Have I explained the Reverse-Flashpoint Paradox? Please like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you do think that I'm making sense, please go to the forums, pass this video along, and tell everyone who's asking the same question that maybe there's finally an answer about it. Until the show writers come out and say differently, that's the best I can offer. So what do you think? Alright guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Peace. Yum yum.